everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer. My friends call me Miss DeWalt. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made these cute bottle brush trees. I saw them at Hobby Lobby. They had larger ones, smaller ones, and they were probably about like $5 to $12 range. And I saw them, I'm like, you know what, I think I could make, since I want a whole bunch of them, I thought I could probably make them a lot cheaper. So I walked on down to the Dollar Tree store. These brushes are $1 each. So the sizes I made here, you can actually get 2 bottle brush trees from 1 toilet scrubber. So this is all I used. I mean, it's basically just a brush. So you could get wire cutters or something, but I found the easiest way to get these off of here from the base handle is just to take the wire back and forth. And after a couple times, it'll break and twist right off. Okay, so then after it's broken off, all you have to do is gently straighten this out. So that the wire in the middle is straightened. So I went back to the Dollar Tree and I got 2 different mason jars and a couple more scrubbers because this went crazy on TikTok. So I figured I'd do a YouTube video before someone saw my idea and rushed out and did their own. So anyway, I bought these 2 mason jars. I think what I'll do, because these trees are kind of rather large for this next part, I was wanting to do snow globes. So if you want to do this size, this is 1 brush broken in half. But I actually think I'm going to maybe break these into, let's see, maybe I want to do thirds. I think I'm actually going to take this and break it into thirds, and that should give me the size trees that I'm looking for. So it's up to you if you want to take this at this point and break it in half, or if you want real tiny little trees, I'm going to break this in thirds. So basically it's the same method. All you do is find a point and you wiggle this back and forth, and eventually the metal gets weak and it'll break off. Or if you want, you can take wire cutters. But I was too lazy to go out in the cold and look for them in my garage. Okay, today, Junior. All right, I can feel it starting to give. Okay, so when you break that piece off, you get something like that. So now I'm going to take this and do it again. I'm just kind of guesstimating thirds. Okay. So now I am left with 3 little pieces. So being that I shimmied these back and forth and broke that off, they have a tendency to want to unravel then where the breaking point is. So I think that I'm gonna decide, I want that to be the top. I think what might be a good idea, and this is what I did with the first ones, I'm gonna put just a tiny shot of glue. That one's going to be my top. I just want to keep that from fraying. And then what you want to do, because you have a piece that looks like this, you actually want to remove some of these bristles to give yourself a little bit of a trunk. And you want to allow, because what I did was cut, those are about 1.5 inch pieces. I went out and found a stick that was pretty nice. So I just cut them up into like 1 inch, 1.5 inch base. So I'm going to want to remove the bristles enough that it can recess just a little bit into the hole I'm going to drill in these base pieces. You could use anything. If you have like, I don't know, I could see like spools, thread spools being really neat base. You could just take, like I did, and chop off a branch. You could use a block of wood. You could really let your creativity go wild. So I think that's probably about enough to make the tree trunk. And I'm just going to put a little shot of glue again to keep these bristles from fraying any further. Once you have your 2 or 3 pieces, you're going to form a tree. So all you have to do really is taper the top of this up at an angle. And it's really quite simple. You just angle your scissors up and you'll see that this has an angle, and then you just turn the brush to the side, and it's kind of like cutting hair. You just follow the cut from where it was before, and you just work your way around, angling your scissors up at the top. Each time you just rotate the brush and trim up at an angle, okay? And if there's any stray pieces, it's really pretty easy to see. So that's all you do is just kind of twirl it around and trim where it looks like there's bristles sticking out. Okay? So you just basically take your scissors and form a tree up at an angle. Okay? So once you have that piece, all you do is, I took a big long stick and cut it into about, those are about an inch. And then you take a drill. You want to pick a drill bit that is close to the diameter of your of the metal there. So I just, drilled a small hole down in the stick, and then you just put a shot of glue, hot glue right there, and take your tree, and I kind of stick it in that hole and like give it a little bit of a twist too. Okay. So for these, all I did was take regular Rust-Oleum spray paint. I'm an artist. I have a bunch of that on hand, and I wanted to see if I could get creative. You could do like glitter on these, would be really pretty, but I had pink. I thought that was really pretty. I sprayed them the traditional green, and then you can let your imagination run wild. You can glue things on here, bows, birds, pom-poms, whatever you want to do. You could sprinkle snow. When I do these snow globes, I'm probably going to, I think I am going to spray paint some of these. But that's basically all there is to it. You just break the bristles apart, trim up at an angle, find some type of a base, and you're good to go. So follow me. I did make a TikTok video, and I put it on YouTube, and I'm going to do a follow-up TikTok. I'll probably add it here too. Sometimes the music I use gets blocked here on YouTube. So check me out on TikTok, if you will. I'm Miss DeWalt at jennifer.cline. So as always, I hope this was inspiring. If you have any questions, leave them for me in the comments. And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. Take care.